Joining us now, Art Laffer, former Reagan economist. This is truly enormous. He's going to spend a ton of money on infrastructure, a ton of money rebuilding the military. He's going to cut taxes. That spews money into the economy. He's going to cut the corporate tax rate. That could bring back $100 billion, if not more, from overseas. The downside, though, Art, and you know what's coming, higher interest rates. That's the truth, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But why is that a downside? If interest rates aren't higher, we'll never have a boom, Stuart. I mean, if you look at the TIPS yield, and this is the one you should look at, the 10-year TIPS, that is the expected real return on a unit of capital over the next 10 years. For a boom to occur, the expected returns have to go way up, be somewhere between 2.5% and 4.5%, I estimate, if you're going to have a boom, which means with 2% inflation, the long bond has to go up to 4.5% to 6.5% if we're ever going to have a boom. Well, don't think of higher interest rates as a problem. They're a solution.
But wouldn't that higher interest rates, wouldn't that kill a stock market rally? You've been on the program several times saying we're going to 20,000 and beyond.
I do believe that. But no, it doesn't. Higher real returns on capital does not hurt the stock market. It makes the stock market go better. The whole problem with America is that companies don't have investment opportunities because of the lousy economy. And once you get a good economy, all of a sudden you'll find them investing and making more money in profits and good growth, and you'll get a bull market just like we had in the 80s with higher real rates.
So to you, it's a chicken and egg thing, isn't it?
Yes.
To you, it's you got to have higher rates to get the boom. With the left is you got to have low rates to stabilize. Is that
that's
right?
That's why the left is so wrong. If you have low rates, Stuart, no one wants to lend or invest. Why would you ever want to invest in the housing market if you had to invest at 3.25% on a risky loan for 30 years? That's why we've had a housing collapse, is because rates are too low and there's no supply of capital going to the housing market or the investment market. Once these real rates increase, you're going to find much more investment, much more production, much more thing, and pension funds are going to look a lot better. You know, if you don't have any returns on assets, your pension fund's going to go under. Okay. We've got all of these state funds and all of these company funds in terrible shape because there's no return on capital.
20,000 on the Dow, when? 22,000 on the Dow, when?
You know, I'll do the number or the date, but I'm not going to do both together.
Art Laffer. All right. Give me the number then.
I'll give you 25,000.
Wow. Well, in my lifetime, I'm an old man, but in my lifetime.
No, I consider you young, Stuart, to be honest with you. I really do.
Oh, hold a second, Art. I've got to get this in. I hear you are getting the Lifetime Achievement Award in Austria. I believe it's the Hayek Institute. That's correct. Professor Hayek, who wrote that brilliant book, The Road to Serfdom. They're giving you an award. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct. I leave this Saturday. I get it on Monday. But thank you, goodness. Thank you for the nice comment. Yes.
Cool. I gave that book to my two sons, and it didn't do any good at all. One's a leftist in Australia, and one's an environmentalist in New Zealand. I failed miserably.
Oh, well, that is true then. You know, my kids are all pretty cool. I mean, they think I'm a lefty.
Oh, wow. Do you still have, is it 2 or 3 great-grandchildren?
Now, I count them when they're pregnant, so I have 3 great-grandchildren, but the third one will be born this February, a little girl. So I have 3 great-grandchildren, 2 great-grandsons, and 1 great-granddaughter to be born in February.
See, that's just part of the reason that you're popular, Art. That's just part of it.
Yeah. Isn't it fun? Aren't big families lovely, Stuart? I mean,
yes.
It's just so much fun, and you've got so much variety. I mean, they could be the worst problems in the world, too, believe me.
Would you like my environmentalist son? No. I take that back. I really do take that back. He may be watching. Oops.
No, your environmentalist son, I guarantee you, is not watching.
No, he's not. He's not got a TV. That's true.
Oh,
thanks a lot, Art. Congratulations on the award. It really has great meaning, and we appreciate you being with us as always. Thank you, Art.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
Okay.